The Ultimate Telecom War is upon us, and a rivalry that dates back to 2013 has reached its ultimate stage, the 2025 World Championship Grand Finals. With history in the making, can BDD and KT find a way to host their first Summoners Cup trophy, or will Faker and T1 finally complete the three-peat that was denied to them in 2017? Let's take a look at the League of Legends World Grand Finals. With the Grand Finals set, the Ultimate Telecom War begins. In Game 1, KT dominated the early game, securing the Feats of Warfare thanks to roams by Peter and Cuz, which resulted in gold leads heading into the 15-minute mark. Looking to grow their lead, as well as put themselves on sole point, they would head into the third Drake, where the game would soon flip in favor of T1. After a perfect engagement by Owner at the Drake, which would lead to T1 killing 4 members of KT, from here it would all be T1 as engagement after engagement led by Owner and Doran would bring about a surmounting lead for T1, who would deal the death blow to KT following a team fight after securing the Baron, allowing them to ace KT, destroy the Nexus, and draw first blood in the series.
And seal the deal in Game 1, T1. What a performance.
And Perfect running for the hills. I don't think his survival is gonna matter as Doran and Keria show a masterclass in this Game 1. The lane for both, I think, looked a little precarious, but those team fights, man, that's a smile on the face of T1's top laner.
Doran was a heat-seeking missile in this game. He found Doctor over and over.
KT would once again start with an early strong game in game number 2, completing the feat of warfare once again. At the third Drake, KT faced looming despair of a Game 1 repeat after heroics from Gumayusi balanced the game for Team 1. However, much to KT fans' delight, KT had learned from their mistakes in Game 1, and after winning a team fight in the 20th minute, they would secure both the Otacon and their first Drake. From here, the snowball effect would gain momentum as KT was able to determine the tempo of the game, forcing T1 to dance to their tune thanks to a dominating BDD Mel. Despite their best efforts to find their way back into the game, T1's defeat would be set after Doran was picked off in the 40th minute, allowing KT to secure their second bear of the game. After taking down all inhibitors, KT would survive a heart-stopping team fight in T1's base, allowing Perfect to end the game and tie up the series 1-1.
He's shredding through everybody! The Sivir finally allowed to take over the fight! But they managed to take him. Faker's still alive in the scrappy fight. The extra healing is making all the difference. Doctom doesn't quite have the damage that he needs. KT holding on for dear life. Doctom able to find the kill. Perfect, cuz Doctom falls. A final hold for T1. It almost turns in their favor. But Perfect is going to end the game. Guma dies, and so does T1. KT even up the series.
And I can't believe I'm saying this, but Perfect, reliable as all hell in this game, doesn't go down. Deals the damage, and with the alpaca thumbs up, brings KT to 1-1.
Riding the roller coaster into Game 3, Cuz would pick up the Mundo where he would go where he pleased with a perfect game going 7-0-11. Once again, Cuz would lead the way with early kills for KT. T1 though would attempt to bow back, and at the second Drake, the full effect of the Mundos would soon become apparent after Cuz was able to steal the Drake away from them and then clean up the low health members of T1, swinging the favor back in KT's favor. T1's pick comp would finally find some success after a fight around the Rift Herald resulted in 2 kills for Owner, as well as T1 securing that Rift Herald, but the success would not last long. Undeterred, KT would find picks onto T1 members, slowly whittling at T1's gold lead, and in the 23rd minute, they would take advantage of a split play from T1 where they would find 3 kills and then secure the Otacon. From here, KT would follow Cuz on the unkillable Mundo and would pave their way into a 36-minute victory, putting them only 1 win away from winning the Grand Finals and finally claiming their first World's title. With the end in KT's sight, they would start the Game 4 with a pick on Faker, resulting in first blood. Once again, it seemed that it would be the Cuz show and it would repeat the domination that we saw in Game 3, but Owner and T1 had different plans. Although down in kills, T1 would secure the Ocean Soul in the 22nd minute, starting with a massive outplay by Doran that ignited T1, resulting in a team fight win led by Gumayusi and Faker, setting off a chain reaction that catapulted T1 into the lead.
He is stunned, but he won't be taken down. All of T1 in the pit. The spears stacked, smites available.
Faker's gonna teleport back. They're recalling Mordekaiser and the Anivia.
The fight just continues to go. 6K getting lower. Doctum trying to get a bit of poke. Hops will take over, connecting. They don't have a cleanse. Devour from Peter is good, but it might not matter. Cuz continuing to move in. BDD waiting over the wall. The ulti is there, but they don't need to face him yet. The turn on to Faker isn't enough. 3K. Cuz in the pit. At the end of the day, it does not matter because it is Doran to get the soul. KT might be able to get the fight, but there's too many members of T1 standing. Ocean Soul to T1 as everybody on KT falls.
KT needing a miracle, BDD would attempt a last-ditch effort to get back into the game. Still, it would not be enough as the team fight would end in a quad kill for Gumayusi and an ace for T1, allowing them to end the game with all objectives secured and denying KT even one turret in the 29-minute game, sending the ultimate telecom war to Silver Scrapes. With it all on the line, both teams ready to earn their legacy, they would load into Game 5 with one goal in mind, to lift the Summoner's Cup trophy. The game would begin explosively, with T1 taking advantage of their hyper-aggressive comp to secure first blood for Doran thanks to a gank by Owner. Wanting to make sure that BDD Smolder would not be able to scale into a late game problem, T1 would begin to force KT into unfavorable fights around objectives. In a game where everyone from T1 would pull their weight, it would be Gumayusi on the Misfortune who truly stood out thanks to well-placed ultimates at both the Otacon and the 5th Drake that would help lead T1 to dominating team fights, growing T1's lead to a 9K gold lead at 28 minutes. From here, T1 would sprint full force towards lifting the trophy by controlling the game, and after an ace in the 36th minute, T1 would end the game to be crowned the 2025 World Champions and complete the historic three-peat.
Can be no doubting it. 4 players on the Rift today, making the impossible possible. Owner, Faker, Gumayusi, Keria, and now Doran as well are world champions.
And the disbelief on his face. A teammate that so many have praised over the long years. Domestically, he's always been able to show it as T1 find the free Peat.
As the legacy wasn't already great enough, T1 and Faker once again etched their name in League of Legends history after becoming the back-to-back-to-back world champions with one of the most dominant rosters in League of Legends histories in a series that proved that all roads do lead to Faker. Faker says that victory follows the path that he walks, and unfortunately for everyone else, he's still walking. As the tournament comes to an end, let us know in the comments below your favorite moment of the Grand Finals, and if you want to know who is crowned the Finals MVP, check out the video in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the following video.